नमस्कार एंड वेलकम टू बिजनेस लीडर्स। मु देखिया आज नहीं आसी आपण मान को पई डबल ट्रबल नुह डबल ट्रबल सलमान खान को पे छाड़ दवा। मु नहीं कि आसी आपण मान पई आज डबल बोनांजा कहीं आम सहित आज अछंती जणे नुह दुई जण बिजनेस लीडर्स। दी जण केवल बिजनेस पार्टनर्स नुहंती, से माने बहुत भल सांग भी। फिल्मी लैंग्वेज रे कहले बिल्कुल जय और वीरू टाइप्स। टू 2007 रे जन्म हैला टी क्यूब सॉल्यूशंस। आज इंश्योरेंस डोमेन रे से माने पैकेज इम्प्लीमेंटेशन सर्विसेस प्रोवाइड करूछंती कस्टमर्स मानकु ऑन अ ग्लोबल लेवल। एक्सेंचर सॉफ्टवेयर से माने जने सर्टिफाइड इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पार्टनर। केवल सेतिकी नुह यूएसए रे भी टी क्यूब रो गोटे ऑफिस अछि विथ 50 एम्प्लॉइज। हेले माने दुई जण अटकीबार मूड रे नहांती। एबे भी इंडिया रे एक्सपेंशन प्लान्स चलछि तांकर। सब किछि जदि मुही कहि देबी तांकठु कोन सुनिबे। तबे चलंतु भेटिबा टी क्यूब सॉल्यूशंस रो फाउंडर्स अनिल मलिक और सब्यसाची पटनायक को और जानिबा तांकर इंस्पायरिंग स्टोरी। Welcome to Business Leaders. All right. So, प्रथम प्रश्न that I want to ask you is actually T Cube Solutions कौन करे? Of course, मु जानी चाहिए insurance domain रे is where your specialization is, but आउ टिके बुझियो आपे layman language जो हमें कहती जो, so सेटा हिसाब रे what exactly T Cube Solution does?
T Cube Solutions is basically a software services company, not a products entity, not yet.
अच्छा.
So what we basically do is we provide package implementation services to global insurance companies.
अच्छा.
Now package implementation माने अपन देखियो एठी इंडिया रे जो ICICI, Lombard जो सब जनरल इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज थांती, so तांकर जो business the backbone is actually a software, right? Okay. So whether it's a new business or the billing part or the claims part, so the entire thing is actually being done through a software. Okay. And that software is called a package, and we are instrumental in implementing those packages for us. Yeah.
Okay.
And we specialize in the insurance domain, as I said, and we are the experts in a product, which is actually owned by Accenture Software.
Okay.
And we are one of the 4 certified implementation partners to Accenture.
Right.
So,
right.
Just to add here, it's the policy administration system. माने गोटे जब इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी अपन नौचंती तार फ्रॉम कोर्ट होने पॉलिसी रेटिंग प्रीमियम पेमेंट एंड क्लेम्स एंड क्लोजर the whole life cycle is managed by this product.
मु एटा तो जानी छी that you both are काफी time रो you both are friends. So what actually went wrong in your lives? Why did you decide to चाकरी छाड़ी की एते भलो चाकरी छाड़ी की निजरो बिजनेस आरंभ करिवारो आइडिया टा केमिति से कीडाटा केमिति आसिल एक्चुअली मुंड को?
Wrong or right, that will time say, but again both of us know each other pretty long. Like he was in KV Varampur, I was in KV Bhubaneswar, and even coaching misiki prepare karthilu engineering. Acha. And interestingly we got into the same college, right? Even the same branch, right? So which is not too much of coincidence, but so both of us passed from CET, instrumentation engineering. Acha. Pass kala pare during the same time Satyam Infosys were coming to Bhubaneswar. I'm talking about 1997. Okay. So that's where mu Satyam joined kali. Sabya joined HCL, but later after 2 years he again came back to Infosys Bhubaneswar. So both of us were kind of always in touch. Okay. As usual, Khatti was in Mayfair, specific place.
Oh, Khatti is an integral part of their lives.
So every evening we used to talk. Right. But business thing was never discussed. This was more of about companies, about our work. But the whole thing started, I think, when both of us met after 10 years in US.
It was it was not to kind of chase, kind of dreams or kichh chota achhi jota kaam karyo padyo. It was a very noble thing that we both of us had in us, and that was to give something back to the place that we have always belonged.
Right.
So, and now when we look back, and I think 8 years have gone by when we have started TQ, and I think that particular idea of kind of giving back to the society, to homeland, I think
that has
that if you measure success using that yardstick, I think we've been really successful at that.
Wonderful.
And both in Samaro Heichi, in fact, in the past, so he has been an atheist also, right? I mean, so he when he said Bhagwan ko ye kare, so he was never that kind.
Okay.
But I complimented that, So both of us kind of teamed up, and then now he is a firm believer that there is a force which is at play, right?
So like an atheist in the sense, I kind of love numbers, love logic. So something which can logically be defined, explained, then I go by that. But again, coming back, dream the thilla, not that dream was not there. We didn't think much actually, just took the plunge.
That's wonderful.
And looking back, probably we could have done a better job in terms of putting together a very robust business plan, which we didn't do with the, the Tifuria actually kind of just took over everything, right? So,
that happens.
and then I think and we took it a little too easy. We thought that if we could do so many things for companies like Infosys and Satyam, Nejara kain kari parivani. But as luck would have it, initially when we started off, we fell right on our face.
So initially both hurdles.
Yeah, a lot of hurdles, and the first company, the first client of ours was a subsidiary of a large entity in the US. That I'm talking 2007, 2008. And we got this contract, and we hired the first set of 13 people.
You made your team ready.
Everything was done. Okay. And then we were just about to start when this company had filed for bankruptcy.
Oh God.
That was a time when Lehman Brothers had collapsed. The subprime crisis in the US had hit big time. And both issues had all collapsed. And we didn't know what to do. I mean, the first client, we lost that client. We had 13, and the 4 of us, Amit, Dijana, when we teamed up, there were 2 other people who were right now an integral part of the company. They are the directors and owners in the company as well, along with both of us. Jone Prabir Panda, we'll talk about him a little bit. He was with me in Infosys. And Sabyasachi was with him in Satyam. Sabyasachi Patnaik. So both of them agreed to kind of come in and be a part of TQ as one of the co-founders. And so they were young, all of us were kind of, this was our first venture, and without really thinking too much into it, we just jumped in.
But again, the whole hurdles that you're talking about, so we were like having 17 people with us, no work. The client that we're about to sign has filed for bankruptcy. So a lot of our well-wishers said, then you can hire again. So why exactly? Can you pursue basically for now? But since we come from technical background, we have gone through that whole journey of trainee, programmer, manager, now we are entrepreneurs. We thought, what's their fault? We went through rounds of interviews to select these 13 guys, and now just because something went wrong somewhere, we can't fire them. So both of us had lots of discussions, and we went against what people said, and we carried the whole 17 people, I think almost for 6 months without anything.
So the first
revenue, you just kept giving them salaries.
There was a lot of cost involved, and our asset nathila the only asset that we had was people, right? And so there was no assistance from the bank that we had got, because co-bank became debe without any. So it was all our savings, and so we made sure that we had reached a point of no return from the day one, because whatever we had was invested in the company. So the only, I mean, no way. I mean, there was absolutely no way we could have.
Both of us, again, during initial start itself, we discussed, jahan bhi jao, Never you tell me that let's go back to job, or I tell him that let's go back to job. So that was pretty clear from the beginning itself. Again, even I told him, Ado bipara kariba, but will not come back to job.
That's wonderful. So are your partners around? Are they?
No, most of them are in the US except for Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi is here. Maybe get some time we can have a chat with him as well.
Yeah, I think he's in the office. If you want, let's go and grab a coffee downstairs.
Yeah, why not? I think that would be wonderful. We can have a coffee with him as well, and outtake discussion ta company visore we can continue over a cup of coffee.
Sure.
All right. Okay, sure. Well, sure, आरंभ रे मु कॉफी पीपी आरंभ करथिली और एबे I have come again for a coffee break and most of the way अछंती Mr. Sabyasachi, another integral part of the company also. So मते कोंतु you were also in UK. मते कहउथिले से माने that UK रे थिले तो जतरे सुनिले that एमान दी जण आरंभ करछंती टी क्यूब what कोन मोटिवेट करला फेरी की चाकरी छाड़ी की UK रु एठी फेरी आसे पे
आमे आमर लाइफ रे वी हैव डन माने आमे से चाकरी करी टू गेट टू ए पोजीशन वी हैव डन लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स बट आई वांटेड टू फील दैट हैप्पीनेस ऑफ क्रिएटिंग जॉब्स लाइक गोटे भुवनेश्वर जगह आसी क्रिएट जॉब्स लोकों को एनेबलमेंट कराइबो because in last 7-8 years time we have given opportunity, like when I say opportunity, like समस्त को चाकरी देनु like that we might have conducted more than 5,000 interviews itself from here. आमे केबे रिक्रूट करे को बाहर को जाइनु, आमे केबे ओडिशा बाहर को भी जाई कि देखुनु ये कोनु कि आमे एठी ही we are trying to create the jobs. And I think amaro jete pila thile misiki kari I think we already have served something around 350-400 people already amar sange rahi ki ye hisale.
Okay, tell me what exactly do you think was the turning point? Okay, tell me exactly what do you think was the turning point mane career re e jo growth ta dhire dhire hela ei building re ebe I think JS software technology park re ebe I think tinita floors re T Cube already taro presence achi to gote छोटो 2007 गोटे छोटो सेटअप रो आरंभ करी नाउ यू हैव 3 फ्लोर्स सो ग्रोथ टा जदी मु देखिबी कैरियर ग्राफ विषय जदी पचारिबी वेयर वाज द टर्निंग पॉइंट
आमे 2008 रे स्टार्ट करथिलु से प्रोडक्ट रे काम करियो से इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट रे मु जोटा आपन कहउथली एंड देन सेही प्रोडक्ट कंपनी ता नाथला डक क्रिक टेक्नोलॉजीज एंड सेही कंपनी संगरे वी हैड अ वेरी गुड रिलेशनशिप एंड आमे बहुत भलो काम डिलीवर करथुलु 2011 रे when सब दिन से ठीक चलथिला we thought we have hit a kind of home run. That was the time when Duck Creek got acquired by Accenture. So Accenture Software purchased Duck Creek Technologies in 2011 and namuku we just realized that sooner than later all the work will move away from us to Accenture because they are a much larger organization, thousands of people all over the world and just not be able to compete with them. But Musaya Kothli, you will have to count your blessings and I think that has worked out really well and we have seen year after year we have seen miracles happen and a miracle of that sort had happened in 2012 when we were really struggling to kind of sustain the business on Duck Creek is when we figured out that one of the senior the Australian senior vice presidents of Duck Creek, the name Sam McGuckin. He was planning to leave Accenture to start off his Nijoro business start career at the age of 52. And I mean he's a fantastic gentleman and with a lot of skills and years of experience in the insurance domain. And then accidentally he reached out to us that and then ame thanks agru kama karthilu Duck Creek re. So and that's how the connection got established. And then 2013 January onwards T-Cube US got registered. Sam became the president and CEO of T-Cube and this is where we are, almost close to 200 people now. US re, Columbia, South Carolina re, we have a setup with almost close to 50 people there. And one good thing about having someone like Sam at the helm of affairs in T-Cube is that and with his years of experience in the industry, IT industry with the domain, I think amara jo mane thought process ta achi, it's more aligned towards delivery. Sam ra thought process is more aligned towards sales and that was a perfect marriage. And I think and both when smooth pace re, the company has grown in the US. That integration between the two entities, US re, we have hired locals, people from the US, local people, Americans were there. Most of them, 80% of our, 85%, more than 85% of the people are US based folks. And then say jo cultural divide, those things are just not there. And I think when those things are not there, so most of the problems automatically gets gets
Right. And again, they celebrate Diwali, Holi, everything out there. So kind of we are making them more Indian now.
Oh, so you're making all Americans Indian now. So is it possible, Sam ko saito, is it possible, I mean, to
absolutely.
interact?
Yeah, I must be up.
Must be awake by now.
So probably maybe we can actually give him a call and give him a surprise business leaders.
We can, absolutely, absolutely.
We can do that?
Yep.
So great. Let's Skype Sam then.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Hi Sam.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. This is Diksha here, and I believe that's your better half. And I can see her wearing a Sambalpuri shawl. That's wonderful.
Thank you, I love it.
All right. So, well, Sam, I just wanted to know, we've been talking to both Anil and Sabyasachi, and they were telling how important your role has been in their journey. So, I just wanted to ask you, what made you believe in T-Cube? When you started something on your own, what made you believe in T-Cube?
Okay, first of all, so Anil and Sabya give too much credit. They're very, very strong leaders in the software business, and they've been instrumental in our success. But we connected maybe in 2008 for the first time, where I was at a company called Duck Creek Technology, and they were one of several companies that tried to partner with us. The other two companies were unfortunately not successful in teaming up with us, but T-Cube did a fantastic job. Their approach in working with us was to be more of a partner, and so it changed everything for us. In 2012, when I ended up leaving Accenture Duck Creek and joining Sabya and Anil, it was just an obvious choice. I mean, they're great guys. They have great leadership skills. They bring a lot of talent to the table. So it was just a totally different experience, and I knew they were the right guys to team up with.
Thank you so much. I think that must be very inspiring for both of them here. They're two young men sitting next to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure talking to both of you.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you. ये दोस्ती हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे. वेल खाली ऑफिस गोटे नुह दुई जन जगह आम बिजनेस लीडर्स गोटे ही अपार्टमेंट रुहति आबे बसी अनिल मल्लिक को घर. इनफैक्ट पूरा फैमिली दी जन फैमिली ये अच्छा. एंड व्हाट आई कैन सी इज दी जन वाइफ्स भी सांग आउ छुआ मैंने भी सांग. सो इफ यू कैन इंट्रोड्यूस अस टू ऑल ऑफ देम.
She is Pinky, my wife. My son Arnav.
Hello.
Say hi.
She is Arti, my wife, my daughter Rasmi, and my son Satwik.
Okay. Because you both have been friends, दी जन जाको सांग रही चंती इतने टाइम रू. तो how do you complement each other when it comes to partnership? कहीं कि केतोरे हमें देखो कि often partners माने even family भितरे पार्टनर्स हेलारू डिफरेंसेस बहुत आसी जाए कि बे पैसा कथा को नहीं कि लोक माने अलगा भी हे जानती पार्टनर्स माने निज फैमिली रे भी. तो तुम दी जन सांग हे कि गोटे बॉन्डिंगटा जो रही केमिति कॉम्प्लीमेंट करो एक दूसरे को.
हमर जो बिजनेसटा जेमते हमें माने बिल्ड करिछु ओवर टाइम हमें रियलाइज करिछु जे माने इट हैज नेवर बीन अबाउट मनी, बिकॉज हैड इट बीन अबाउट मनी वी वुड हैव क्लोज डाउन लॉन्ग बैक, राइट. सो जो अलग रीजन पे आम कंटिन्यू कर सस्टेन कर वी आर ऑलमोस्ट क्लोज टू वेयर वी हैव ऑलवेज वांटेड टू बी. आई थिंक से जो थॉट प्रोसेसटा पार्टनर्स मान भीतर रहा बहुत नेसेसरी.
And again, he is an eternal optimist. So whatever happens, he is always saying, "No, kichi na kichi hei juwa." So again, my Again, job as a friend, as a business partner is to bring the reality to everyone, again, not to him, to the whole company. So he brings in that positive thing into the whole equation. And as you might have seen in the last, half an hour of our discussion, we almost complete each other's sentence. So
से पे तो मुझे कहीं लिए दोस्ती हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे ना I in fact beginning में मुझे कही थी that when I saw you for the first time I felt I know it's a little filmy but I thought you were more like a Jai Viru kind of a combination to me. So अच्छा, but when it comes to family, of course we are sitting with your lovely wives. तो entrepreneurs को पाएं particularly जो age you guys started very young and तो obviously बहुत time जाऊ थो कामरे ऑफिस रे टू बिल्ड अप एंड ये स्टेज को आनिया पे इट मस्ट हैव काफी एफर्ट्स जाइथबो तो हाउ सपोर्टिव हैव बीन योर बेटर हाउस
आरती मो संगे इन्फोसिस रे थिले सो
Okay.
वी हैड मेट देयर एंड
अच्छा सो योर्स इज अ लव मैरिज
yeah so
Okay.
she is a native of Trichy, Tamil Nadu. She is a Tamil and now she's more Oriya than me, so that's a different but I think because she was there in the IT industry Infosys re thillu ame she was able to relate to what I was planning to do always.
So jemti ki kohutile that because IT background ro achanti to that's why you've been able to understand but support bhi karichanti se hisabre family ku and tanku di jon ku but did you ever regret because nije bhi IT sector re thile chhadi ki asi ki supporting the family and your husband nije kabe regret karle ki acha mu bhi I should have probably continued in this sector as well?
No, not actually. It wasn't. I didn't have that regret. But then I had to stay at home and I had to be with the kids. Yes, they were of higher priority. He was all the time busy with his office, his work, his stress. So he was busy managing that side. So I had to stay with the kids and I had to see what they needed and everything from school, their house, everything.
So how do you feel about the journey, T-Cube?
It was quite difficult initially. It was, but then gradually, by God's grace, we gradually moved out of it.
Okay.
So somewhat stable now. Earlier it was quite difficult, so. And I dread those days.
At least that just goes to show, Missy, you all were there together. So I think that's what helped you to overcome these situations.
In fact, we were all an extended family together.
Right? You all look like an extended family. You don't have to say that. What about how has been your
support-wise, if you really ask parents, my mom was kind of gave me the support that do whatever he wants to do. Dad being more pragmatic, are you sure what you are planning to do? So he always checks every quarter, every month. Are you on track? Are you making money or just burning month and month? But said and done, they're being supportive for the whole journey. Okay. As far as wife is concerned, again, before the whole decision, both of us were in US, and we discussed in detail. This is what I'm trying to do. This is the plunge I'm taking, and these are the risks involved. So obviously, wife is always right. So he has to give you a go ahead before you can do anything. Right. So she was been there throughout the journey.
Did you believe jatore the entire journey jatore se aaram kale chakri chadi ki and all? So he started, and so have you believed in him and his vision?
हाँ पूरा पक्का. He was कहीं ना he is very confident. से जहाँ भी कुहंती whatever decision he took कि जहाँ भी नियंती केतल भी decision जहाँ नियंती is more of मतलब बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट थांते से सो मते किसी डाउट ही न थाए कि किसी फेलियर सक्सेस तो सेटा मिसी की रहे बट तांको डिसीजन रे मो आई वाज ऑलवेज श्योर कि हबो सो
okay but coming back to your business ebe what exactly are you looking ebe to already USA office achi and everything is smooth right now but what are your future plans T-Cube ko neki?
So at this juncture again it took us almost 8 years to reach where we are now. And the next 2-3 months is very crucial for us because we are almost doubling up our head count in next 2 to 3 months.
ମାନେ ଏବେ ମାନେ ଯେତିକି ଅଛନ୍ତି you are planning to
double up.
Okay, okay.
So actually we are planning to open up another development center in India.
Acha.
That would be in Pune.
Oh, wonderful.
So,
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm traveling next week to Pune to finalize the infrastructure and stuff.
Okay.
And meet few of the key resources which we have identified to run the Pune development center.
ତ ପୁନେରେ ଏବେ ପ୍ଲାନ୍ ଅଛି ପୁରା ଏକ୍ସପାଣ୍ଡ କରିବାର
we've already rolled out offers to people to join, and both लोग भी join करिए हमको. And we would have always wanted to grow here in Bhubaneswar, but I'm भावुचे diversification, locational diversification is both advantages.
I think it was a pleasure talking to both of you. Thank you so much. Amaku time dawa pe on this show. Thank you really.
Thank you.
Yeah.